Yo, what is crackalackin booty smackin YouTube? It is the Weird Sailor here, and today I just want to wish y'all Merry Xmas, Merry Chrysler, and Merry Christmas. So I'm basically gonna be doing an overview of my account. So this account started back in about the April-May time frame. That's when I started actively playing on this account and whatnot. So my progression has been pretty fast compared to most people's, and that's just because we spend an absurd amount of money on this darn channel. And we're gonna start off with our 5 stars, or 4 stars, sorry. And I'm just going to go over some of those that we have. So Dr. Doom is by far my favorite champion that has come out this year. He's probably my favorite champion in general. I just love his mechanics, his shock ability, and then you can heavy stun and stagger. His awakened ability is great. And he's just an overall great champion, and his prestige is insanely high, especially for a 4-star. Now, following that, we're going to move over to Medusa. Now, Medusa has been great to me, too. Her awakened ability has come in clutch several times. I love her armor shatter mechanic. And now that we have Karnak... Oh, shit. Oh, my bad. And now that we have Karnak in our... roster, that can definitely allow her to armor shatter much quicker. She's a great champion. I probably fight the best with her, Stark Spidey, and Dr. Doom. Like, those are my top 3 champions that I fight the best with, in my opinion. Medusa, I don't know what it is, but the way her mechanics work with her hair and stuff like that, like, it's just awesome. Following that is going to be Starkey. Starkey is my very first 4-star that I ever awakened. I max-sigged him right away, and his signature ability is helpful. It's good for basically longevity purposes, but you know, it's not like super needed. You know, if you have a tech awakening gem and you have better techs than this guy, I wouldn't awaken him personally. After awakening this guy, like, yeah, it's helpful, but it's not, you know, stellar, and it's not like absolutely required. I will say that Spider-Man is by far my favorite hero ever. Like, Marvel, DC, like, it doesn't matter. Like, he's just my favorite. When I was younger, I was him for like 4 years in a row. Like, it was just great. Now, in game, I love him a lot, and he's probably one of my best champions that I can fight with. However, he's only a 4-star, so he hits hard, but I'm looking forward to the day that we pull him as a 5-star, and that might happen next year, who knows. But anyway, moving on to Havoc. Now, Havoc is still by far one of my favorite 4-stars. His special 3, man, everybody knows his special 3 freaking hits hard. His awakened ability is super helpful. It allows him to build up power, plasma charges, and all that shit much quicker. So that's great. And then if you have, I believe it's the Mr. Sinister Synergy. I could be mistaken. But basically, when you parry, you get another plasma charge. So combined with his awakened ability, you can build those up pretty quick. Now, Aegon is a great champion. I personally haven't used him a whole lot. I haven't really had a need for him. He's fun. Obviously, the thing that makes him, you know, a lot more difficult to play with is the fact that, you know, he's a ramp up champion and you have to maintain a combo. Now, Oh my gosh, Thing is, he's not one of the best champions I could play with. However, he's one of my favorites as a 4-star, and oh my gosh, he's amazing. I love his rock stack mechanic with Unstoppable, his passive furies, and then everybody knows that video has been blowing up. It's at like 1,300 views right now, maybe a little bit more than that. It is insane when you combine him with Champion, Hela, Heimdall, and Angela. Like, it is just insane. Like, that synergy is gonna be great. Has always been great, really. I'll have to milk him for that synergy for some content more, because I got wind that they might be nerfing that synergy. So I'm a little disappointed about that, but he is by far one of my favorite 4-stars. And then following that, Archangel has, you know, shredded me through some content. Like, it's great. Haven't really done anything with these other champions, but they're all fun to play with. Some of the newer champions that we've gotten are like Elsa Bloodstone, Man-Thing, Star-Lord was a new one, Guillotine 2099. So look forward to seeing me do stuff with, and Mr. Fantastic, doing stuff with these newer champions. We just pulled Symbiote Supreme a couple days ago. But moving on, we're just going to move into 3-stars real quick. And because I have a couple 3-stars that I don't have as a 4-star that I'd really like as a 4 or 5-star. So starting off, we have Stealth Suit Spidey. Now, Stealth Suit Spidey, haven't used him a whole lot, obviously because he's a 3-star, but, you know, he hits pretty hard, and I'm looking forward to potentially getting him as a 4 or 5-star. Following that is going to be Namor. Namor is great. I love him, and I've shredded content with him before. Following that, Nick Fury. Nick Fury would be great. And Black Widow Clairvoyant. My dumbass in my greater gifting crystal video said that I wanted her from a featured, and it's like, it's not in the featured, pal. So following that, we have our boy, our top dog, Corvus Glaive. We just awakened this boy, Max Sig. It's freaking great. People are saying I should awaken Captain Marvel movie, but I have Sunspot for burst damage. I have Warlock. Like, I don't know. Like, what I'm trying to do is focus on classes, basically, like one for each class. So I have Corvus, obviously Cosmic, and then I have Sunspot, Mutant, Warlock Tech, and then I'd like to focus on like a Science Champion and a Mystic Champion and a Skill Champion. So obviously Corvus, everybody knows he shreds content. His damage output is great, especially after he's been ramped up. He can shred pretty quickly. First fight is always a little rough with him, but after that it's just all uphill from there. Following that, Sunspot. Oh my gosh. I got this man from a featured crystal, the last one, not the one going on now. And I will just say that I am so happy that we got him. He's absolutely insane. Like, I love it. Like, my dumbass didn't record it. But it seems like that always happens to me, apparently. And anyway, you know, you build up his solar flare charges, you pop that special 2 massive crits. The biggest one I've seen from him so far is like 32k on like the final hit. But that was only at like 3 or 4 solar charges. If you play your cards right, you can definitely do it. And who knows, maybe we'll do a Realm of Legends run with him. Following that is going to be Warlock. Warlock is freaking great. So many immunities. Heal block, you know, etc. We have the Tech Awakening Gem. I thought about awakening him, but he only degenerates. So, not really that needed. Following that, Iceman, our final rank 4 or 5-star. Iceman is great. His ice armor has gotten me through variants and other all-for-nothing nodes. He shreds. You just pop those special ones over and over again, and he just does work. Following that, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is great for like an electro counter as well as Havoc. Captain Marvel's a little bit of a ramp-up champion, and she's kind of hard to manage to maintain her binary charges. However, if you have Nick Fury, you know, that will help you out a lot, because having such a short amount of time on each binary charge is difficult, and adding that second with the Nick Fury synergy is actually very, very, very vital. Following that, it's going to be 5-star version of Havoc. I was able to take him in against Electro and Variant, which was pretty sweet. I'm glad I pulled him as a 5-star, else we probably wouldn't have been able to do what we did. Ghost Rider's been great. I've done a how to play Ghost Rider video on him, so, you know, next year, if y'all want some how-to videos, just leave a comment in the comment section down below. And our very first rank 3 was actually X23, and our first 5-star was Doc Ock. Unfortunately, we haven't really done anything with him yet, but if we awaken him, we'll definitely take him to at least rank 3, because he's a great champion, and his awakened ability will add so much value to him. Following that, we have like Red Hulk, Wasp, Phoenix, Proxima, Mordo, and following that down. And I will say that I'm happiest about having Invisible Woman and probably Wasp. Just pulled Archangel and Morningstar recently. Super happy about that. And my other 5-stars are kind of just garbage from that point on. Because, yeah. So, last but not least, we have our very first 6 stars. Keeping up the theme of having a cowl with a protruding object on the forehead. We have Daredevil and Black Bolt. I won't do anything with these guys. We already have 5 stars that can put in work. And I'm just going to wait around for a better 6-star champion. Now, for my account, progression has been fairly quick. We're almost at 400k right now. This is what my account looks like to the viewing eye. And these are my duels. There's some stats about me. Done a lot of quests. Done a lot of PvP fights. My highest win streak is 47, which I'm pretty proud of. Obviously PvP fights, I feel like that's a lot lower than most people's, especially grinding in arenas, but who knows. And we have a couple 1-star, 2-star fights in there, but yeah. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Following that, we have some titles. So we have Seasoned Summoner, which I don't know anything about. Uncollected, Conqueror, got all that shit. This one is probably one of my favorites, Spawn of Satan, and the one I'm most proud of, the Invisible DNA. That was for the Boss Rush, the last one. And for my loyal subscribers, y'all know I was struggling with that. Kind of wasted a lot of units and got, I think we got a 5-star. Ooh, let me look at my 5 stars. I'm going to try to remember which 5-star we got. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's a 5-star Cyclops that we got, if I remember correctly. That was the 5-star we got for all our extra efforts. And going over masteries, standard loadout with Despair, Deep Wounds, and Assassin. These are my defensive. If you guys have any suggestions, you know, don't hesitate to say anything. I was just seeing if I can unlock that crap. And then we got a little bit of willpower going. Thought about turning on suicides, but just for grinding content, it's not really beneficial to me. I think once I push through this content that we're trying to go through, I will definitely have the ability to focus more on like suicides and grinding in arenas and stuff. Right now, we're kind of slacking on Hall of Heroes. We just started on Variant 4, struggling with Deadpool X-Force. I haven't done anything with this variant. Variant 2 was absolute cheese with Thing. Just saying that now, and obviously Variant 1 being the hardest, I haven't done anything with. For special quests, Road to the Labyrinth is not completed. Only about this far. I've gotten lazy with it. But looking forward to Labyrinth of Legends. And then Realm of Legends, haven't done anything with either. For story quests, in Chapter 3 for Act 5, I kind of just beat the Collector and then just stopped. However, I will say that I've been trying to 100% Chapter 1 for a 4-star Awakening gem, because we were originally going to awaken Sunspot, but then we duped him, and then, we got him as a 5-star, so I was like, oh, well, I guess that doesn't matter, but then we duped him. Sorry, I said that in the wrong order. So, who knows, maybe we'll awaken Blade someday, because that seems like the best awakening, because a lot of our 4-stars are actually awakened already. So this is your boy's account. I will say that it's been, an uphill battle somewhat. A lot of people, been hating on me, but it's out of love for the most part. And I just want to say, big thanks to everybody and their continued support. And, if you're a real one, you watch this whole video, because it's probably not the most exciting video. However, I have some videos in mind. I'm currently working on uploading variant chapter 1 completion, as far as fighting the Electro boss. So I'll probably upload that soon. And then following that, we'll just crank out the variant. Might do a live stream of it. And then open the rewards by recording. And then following that, probably do Road to Labyrinth of the Legends completion. And then obviously we have this new event quest coming up next year, so it's just a matter of completing this variant and Road to Labyrinth before we have to focus on this new event quest, because it looks like Squirrel Girl has some potential, even though she looks like a dorky ass character. I hate her design. Who knows? She could be one of the best new champions to have. But anyway, once again, this is my last account, and big shout out to everybody and your continued support. Something weird has been going on, I will mention. So I went up to 134 subscribers, then I dropped down to 131, and then I went up to 132, and then back to 131, and then 132 I'm at currently. So I don't know. Apparently people have been saying that YouTube forces unsubscriptions when they're not active viewers on your channel, but who knows? I don't. Anyway, with that, I will see y'all on the other side. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll be doing a Christmas stream, and then probably a New Year's stream too if we have time. With that, see y'all on the other side. Peace.